Hello guys, TAFHD here and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at what I've been given. Now yes, this is a given, not a buy. A family member has kindly given me these items here, and these, if you do not know, are Haman Kardon SoundSticks. I don't know what generation they are. Probably says on the back, but I just haven't looked yet because I thought it would be cool to look in this video. So in this quick little video we're going to be taking a look at what I've been given. So yeah, let's get started. I don't really think there'll be too much to talk about considering these are just a couple of speakers, but I guess we can test them and see if they work. So of course, they're a very curious looking thing. I believe a set of the original SoundSticks is in the Museum of Modern Art just because of how cool they look, and you might be aware of the Haman Kardon iSub, which was pretty much just one of these that was sold specifically to work with certain Macs back in the day. I believe It's My Natural Colour made a good video about one of those quite a few years back, so check that out if you're interested. But this is not an iSub, this is the more widely available SoundSticks with the subwoofer. So yeah, here it is. It's always reminded me a bit of a squid. I'm not sure why, and that's a really weird thing to say, but I just get squid vibes from it, which is really weird. But it says Haman Kardon on the front. On the back is where we plug our stuff in, and that is pretty much it. I think that's a volume thing on the back. Again, I don't know, I've never even seen these in real life before, so this is all very much a first sort of experience. Does it say anywhere what they actually are? And yes, it does on the bottom. I'm aware that this lighting is terrible and my camera never focuses. Hopefully you can read that, and it says SoundSticks 3. I had a feeling these would either be 1 or 2s, but no, these are actually the 3rd generation SoundSticks. Here's a SoundStick. Here's the other SoundStick. As I said, they are definitely weird looking things. They are quite Apple-esque, I suppose. They work with Windows things as well and pretty much anything, but they do definitely match the Apple aesthetic. They definitely remind me of old Apple things, just with the sort of cable it uses, the sort of see-through but metal-y looking cables. It reminds me of like the G4 days, I suppose, in a sort of way. I think Haman Kardon was definitely like quite inspired by Apple. Maybe there was some sort of collaboration at some point or something. Well, of course there would have been with the iSub. But I don't know who designed these, whether they had anything to do with Apple at any point. As you can tell, I'm absolutely clueless. So let's see if these things work. That's pretty much all there is to really talk about. I don't know if there's specifically a left and a right one. Honestly, not too sure. Looking at the back of the unit, there's lots of unlabeled things, just like Apple does. Everything very minimalistic. So let's work out if I can plug these in. This is for one of the speakers. It just looks like a normal RCA jack. I'm guessing that plugs into there. Yeah. And I don't know if, because that's on the left side, when this is turned that way around, that means this is the left speaker. That would kind of make sense, I suppose. If anyone knows, please do let me know. And this one has a completely different plug on it, so that, I'm guessing, goes into the other port on the back. Yes, it does, and that is on the right, so I'm guessing that is the right speaker. I've noticed on this one at the bottom there is some metal bits that have a plus and a minus on. I'm guessing they're sort of capacitive buttons to change the volume, and if those are for the volume, I'm guessing the dial on the back of the sub is for the bass. I think that would make sense. So yeah, that's now both of those plugged in. I've also got a 3.5mm cable. Shouldn't matter which end goes into the unit. One's a right angle connector, the other's not. Let's plug the right angle connector into the back of the sub. And because it has a sub and this is a 2.1 system, it needs to be powered. So I've got a power cable as well. It looks very proprietary, so if you lose it, good luck trying to get a replacement. Let's plug that in. There we are, that is now in. This has a brick, it just looks like a laptop charger, but it does actually say Haman Kardon on it. So I'm going to plug this in and I'll get my laptop and let's see if these things do anything. Alright, so I've got myself my laptop. I'm just going to use the YouTube audio library as always, just to avoid any sort of copyright issues. I've plugged these into power. I've not yet turned them on. They're actually really dirty, so if they work I'm probably going to clean them. There's like dead flies inside the casing. I'm not really sure what I can do about that. I don't really want to take it apart unless it's easy enough to do, but anyway, that's kind of off topic. Let me power these then, see if anything happens. Okay, I've now turned on the power and I'm not sure if you can tell, there is a white LED in the back of it. Yeah, you should be able to see that. Now I've turned the lights off, put those back on and hope the camera can cope with that sudden change of light. I've got the bass, I think, turned up all the way on the back. I might regret that. Yeah, there's definitely audio coming out of that just by fiddling with the volume on my Mac. Let's press play and see what happens. Crikey, that is quite a lot of bass. Let's try turning that down. It's now at about halfway. Let's try that again. They are both working, and yeah, that actually sounds really, really good. Let's try a different song. Now, it's of course very difficult to gauge that coming through the microphone, but they are very, very strong with bass, even when only like halfway up. Let me turn it all the way up, turn the volume down just a bit and see if you can gauge this. That's like a lot. They're very good, very, very good. Of course, it's not the best way of measuring it through a microphone on the camera, and also the fact I've got them sat on carpet, that probably doesn't help, but they are very, very powerful considering they look kind of, I don't want to say, but they kind of look like cheap Chinese speakers, like the ones with the dancing water in the top. I know they're not cheap and they're very expensive, it's just they kind of look a bit tacky having the clear plastic. Well, that is kind of the whole design language. I'm just going to Google how much these cost when they were new. Okay, so I'm just having a look on the website. You might be able to see that. Let's see if that will at all focus. Yeah, so here they were on the Haman Kardon website. SoundSticks 3. They're temporarily unavailable. That's because I think the 4th generation is out now. Here's some of the specs of it. Don't really know what any of this means. I don't really know anything about speakers, but going back, look at that. Look how much people are selling these for, like on eBay, around 100 to 150 quid. That's a new set, I think they're for 295. That's crazy. These still seem to be worth a lot of money, and I was just given these for free. When did SoundSticks 3 come out? 2010, okay. So they are like 13 years old, but still. Yeah, I really like these. These are probably the nicest speakers I've got, although that shouldn't really be a surprise. They are Haman Kardon. Yeah, these are cool, especially since they were free, but yeah, I like these. I'd have these on my main desk. It's just like I'm very conscious of the noise I make with speakers, and I think having like a whole sub under the desk, all it will do is piss off everyone in the house and all the neighbours, so I try not to be too loud or obnoxious with speakers. But yeah, these things are pretty cool. I like these. Yeah, pretty decent as far as speakers go. Of course, as I said, I don't really know anything about speakers, but I know if speakers sound good, and yeah, these are definitely good. They're nice and crispy with no bass. Then with the bass, they are very, very bassy, if that makes any sense. But yeah, These are definitely strong, powerful speakers. They perform better than you think they would, considering they look like this. And that's not an insult, I think they look cool. It's just, yeah, they look weird, but they're actually really nice. I know I keep saying that, but yeah, they're alright. So I think that's now going to be it for this video. I know it's quite a random one and not the sort of thing I would usually make a video about because I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I thought it would be quite cool just to take a look at them, especially since I got them for free. So thank you to the person who gave these to me, and thank you for watching this video. If anyone has any more information about these, please do let me know. And if you'd like to call me an idiot for not knowing anything about speakers, then go ahead and do that too. But yeah, these things are pretty quirky. I'll probably just put them on a shelf and look at them just because they look cool. But yeah, they're definitely good speakers and still worth quite a lot of money. I'll put on screen however much these cost new. Don't think I checked that, but if I can find out, I'll put that up on screen. But yeah, these are probably the nicest speakers I've got, and I'm probably going to keep hold of them. It would seem a bit rude to sell them after someone gave them to me, but yeah, they're pretty cool, so I'll probably hang on to them. So thank you again for watching this video, and I shall see you in another one, hopefully very, very soon. So thank you again, and I will see you later. Goodbye.